Morning YouTubers, I'm in the motorhome again, did some work. Something strange happened last night. I had my phone on charge. When I woke up this morning, all the memory had been used on it. I think an update come through and it didn't work properly, so I've had to delete all the apps on my phone, the ones I installed, YouTube, everything else, video editing, camera, all sorts of apps, just to get the memory back to a normal state. So I've lost all my footage to do with this, the electrics to do with the old fridge inside the van, and so I'm having to start again. But the video editing software, I reinstalled the app and they want to charge me again for buying it, so I might not to be able to edit these videos. Now I'm just showing you inside, and this is a Talbot Express Rambler GL, and this is where the fridge was. And I'll just go over the wiring. You can see I've cleaned it out and done some work in here, and there's several wires. Obviously the brown, yellow and blue is the mains, and this would be the mains input to the fridge for 230 volt operation. You've got another 230 volt input here, and this is for the charger of the leisure battery and also to power the motorhome itself. So that's fairly straightforward. Now there's two 12 volt feeds. One of them comes on when the main zig panel is turned on, and that's for the igniter for the gas fridge. So as soon as that switches on there, that lead becomes powered. The other one is the main feed for the fridge, the high current feed to the fridge, the original fridge, and that is powered or becomes live when the engine's running and the ignition's on. The red wire, this one, that is simply an indicator light on the zig panel, and that lights up when the fridge is on. And I've just tested it at the moment, and that illuminates when the switch on the fridge is selected to the 12 volt position. So when you're driving and that light comes on. Now what I'm looking for in the van is a 12 volt feed to the leisure battery from this charger, and it should be one of these very thick wires, and when it's on hookup, this gives 12 volt, which charges the leisure battery and also powers the 12 volt system of the van. The only other wires are in here. This very thin one going down to this grommet here, that's the sensor for the, sorry, big lorry's gone past, that's the sensor wires for the water level in the tank, and this is the drinking water filling here, fresh water. Now what else can I tell you? This blocked off here is the gas fridge vent outlet. I've blocked it off, and the problem was there's a bit of short pipe comes in here and it should connect to the fridge, and it wasn't. There was a lump of asbestos down here which I've had to remove, and some of the insulation. Whether I can put insulation back in here, I am not sure. It may not be worth it because we want to get rid of heat out the van from here. Not sure. Okay, this is the sink here above, and this is the wheel arch here. So hopefully this information may help someone. Okay, well I think I've sorted the wiring out now. I'll just move these wires out the way for the time being. On this charger unit, there's a lead, a power cable, which goes all the way back to the leisure battery, and it's a thick one, and I've put a connector in there so I can tap off of it for the fridge, because I don't want it via the ignition, and I don't want it when the engine's running, and I don't want it switched by the trig panel. I want it to be direct to the leisure battery, so there's the least volt drop. And on this charger unit here, it's marked, and it's marked number 2 positive. This thick, see, it's a thick red wire there, number 2, and then there's 2 black wires here, which both are the case. It doesn't matter which one you go in. And this is 8 amp cable I've got. The only problem I've got is I've only got green cable, so that one's going to be a positive, and I'll put markers on it all the way along it, so that if anybody buys a van in the future and don't know what the hell it is, I shall mark these up, like label them. And this goes to number 2 positive, and that goes straight to the leisure battery via a fuse under the driver's seat, so I don't need to run a cable. Now, the current capacity of the fridge, the original one needed about 10 amps when you're driving to keep that fridge working, the old one. This new one, it's 40 watts on full, and 40 watts, watts equals amps times volts, so it's about, say 4 or 5 amps to run it, so it's half the power, and when it's on, the motor's running. But once it's obviously up to or down to the right temperature, it averages at 2 amps. So this cable I'm running here is 8 amp cable. It's actually more, probably 15 looking at it. And so that one is the black wire, and this one is the red wire, and I will mark them up so it's known. And looking at the size of this power unit here, it looks like it's capable of driving the fridge without another power unit, but I'm guessing, so don't take that for gospel. And I'd like to take this out and clean it out, but just in case there's muck got in the case, but it's riveted together, which is a bugger. So in fact it's not fitted very well at all, but I can put some extra screws into the floor to hold it down. I've got to clean up the wood bit shelf that goes in here. I've just put this front grille on. That's an air vent, and there's one that goes in here as well. So that's where I am at the moment. So hopefully these 2 little clips of videos will clip together and I can upload it on YouTube, because as I say, I haven't got any video editing software working at the moment to do proper videos.